In the following question related to electrochemistry, the question states that the following diagram shows the apparatus used to measure the standard electrode potential E0 of a cell composed of a copper 2 copper electrode and an Fe2 Fe electrode. So, and you ask, finish the diagram by adding components to show the complete circuit. Label the components you add. Now, one of the electrode is the electrode between copper 2 ions and copper. So, copper 2 ions would be in solution. So, this solution would contain copper 2 ions in aqueous state, whereas this letter A would represent the copper Cu electrode. This would be made out of copper. So what's going to happen over here in this reaction would be that there would be an equilibrium reaction in which copper would be losing electrons to form copper ions, and copper ions would vice versa be gaining electrons to form copper metal back again. And the other electrode is the Fe2 ions Fe electrode. So what that means is that you have Fe2 plus in aqueous state, and this electrode over here is made out of iron. I'm also going to write the electrode equations. So over here the electrode equation would be that Fe2 plus would be gaining 2 electrons. There's going to be a reversible reaction between Fe2 plus and Fe metal, and on the other side the electrode, the reaction that would be happening at the electrode would be that Cu2 plus would be gaining 2 electrons and they would be forming copper and vice versa. And I need to put in all the other circuit diagrams for this question. So the first component that needs to be added would be over here. This would be a voltmeter that would measure the voltage of the electrochemical cell. So here is the voltmeter. This voltmeter would measure the potential difference between this iron 2 ions electrode and the copper 2 ions electrode. So this voltmeter would be present, and one other thing that would be present to complete the circuit is going to be a salt bridge. So I've drawn the salt bridge over here. The salt bridge is necessary because it provides the ions that are being lost or gained. If the amount of positive ions in the solution increases, the solution in the salt bridge is going to diffuse and neutralize that. If the amount of positive ions increases, again there's going to be diffusion taking place, and the salt bridge would stabilize the ions. So it's, in a way, it's going to complete the external circuit. And this is very important. Without this, no current would be able to flow through this external circuit, and the voltmeter would give a 0 volt reading without this salt bridge. So this is very important. And now I have to, what I need to do is I need to fill in the blanks given below. So this option A is copper. So it's copper, solid copper metal. B is this iron electrode. So it's a solid iron electrode over here. Then C is copper 2 plus aqueous ions, and D is Fe2 plus aqueous ions. So C is Cu2 plus in aqueous state, and D is Fe2 plus in aqueous state. So I've done all the labeling. Let's move to the next part now. The next part of the question states that use the data booklet to calculate the E0 for this cell. So he's talking about the same cell. We need to calculate the E0 or the voltage of the cell. To find out the voltage of this cell, I would have to first find out the voltage of the electrode on the right hand side and the voltage of the electrode on the left hand side. So I need to refer to the data booklet. And I've opened the data booklet where the E0, the electrode potentials are given in alphabetical order. So the first one is the copper 2 plus copper electrode. So if you look carefully, if you try and find the electrode, it's this one over here. This over here is the copper 2 plus copper electrode, and the E0 for that particular electrode potential is given as 0.34 volts. So it's given over here. And the other one was the iron 2 plus iron electrode. So the Fe2 plus and iron electrode is given over here. So this is the Fe2 plus iron electrode, and the E0 is given. It's minus 0.44. That's given. So we need to find the electrode potential. So I found the electrode potentials of both electrodes. So coming back to my diagram, And here is my diagram, and I've written the electrode potentials that I copied from the data booklet. The iron 2 iron electrode was minus 0.44 volts. The copper 2 plus copper electrode was 0.34 volts. So the voltage on the cell, on this entire cell, is going to be, when you calculate the E0 cell, voltage or potential difference is calculated. So it's going to be higher potential minus lower potential. Or you can use another formula, which is that E0 reduction minus E0 oxidation. Remember that higher potential always has a tendency to gain electrons because it's the positive potential. So this one over here is the higher potential, relatively the higher potential, and this one over here is the lower potential. So higher potential always has the tendency to gain electrons or accept electrons or get reduced. So this is your E0 reduction, and the lower potential always has a tendency to lose electrons. So this is the one that's going to be losing electrons. Electrons always travel from the negative side, so they're going to travel from the negative side towards the positive terminal. So one electrode is the positive electrode. So all the electrons are going to travel towards the positive terminal. So the lower potential, negative potential, electrons travel from the negative side to the positive side. So this is the direction of electron flow. This side is going to lose electrons. Lower potential always loses electrons, whereas higher potential always gains electrons. So this is my E0 oxidation, because they're the ones that are losing electrons. So it's going to be higher minus lower. So it's going to be 0.34 minus 0.44. So I'm going to do the calculation on my question over here. So the E0 cell is going to be 0.34, which is my higher potential, minus the lower potential, which is minus 0.44. And the answer that I'm going to get is, it's going to come out to be equal to 0.78 volts. In the next part of the question, part 4, you ask, predict how the size of the overall cell potential would change. So we need to figure out the overall, the effect on the overall cell potential, how that would change, if at all, as the concentration of solution C is increased. So you're increasing the concentration of solution C. The first thing that we need to do is we need to go back to our diagram and figure out which one is solution C. So as you can see, this is our electrode potential diagram, and this over here is solution C. It's basically copper 2 plus aqueous ion. So we are basically increasing the concentration of copper 2 plus ions, and if we increase the concentration, we need to figure out what would happen to the voltage of the cell, of this entire electrochemical cell. So increasing the concentration of copper 2 plus, the equilibrium that is established on the left hand electrode is the one that is given over here. So if you look at this equilibrium, and if you try to increase the concentration of copper 2 plus ions, then according to Le-Chatelier principle, the equilibrium would try to decrease the concentration of copper 2 plus ions. So since we are increasing copper 2 plus ions, the forward reaction would increase, the equilibrium would shift to the right. And the forward reaction would increase, the forward reaction would be favored. So increasing the copper 2 plus concentration would shift the equilibrium towards our product, towards copper. And if the equilibrium shifts to the right, electrons would be consumed and it's going to become more positive. So this electrode over here would become more positive. It's going to gain potential because electrons would be consumed. If copper 2 plus ion concentration is increased, the equilibrium shifts to the right. So since electrons are getting consumed, the electrode potential becomes more positive. This electrode potential over here, 0.34 volts, this would increase, this would become greater. And if it becomes greater, the difference between when you were calculating the E0 cell, you were basically subtracting the higher potential minus the lower potential. The lower potential minus 0.44 volts. The higher potential was 0.34 volts. So if you take the difference now, if the E0 of the left electrode, the one over here, is 0.34, if it becomes greater than 0.34, then the potential difference between the two values, the E naught cell is going to be bigger. So to answer this part of the question, I would first write what happens to the left hand electrode, which is this one. So what you're going to say is that if you increase concentration of copper 2 plus ions, aqueous ions, then equilibrium shifts to the right, and it shifts to the right, and if it shifts to the right, then the E naught of Cu2 plus copper 2 plus copper electrode increases. Hence, the overall E naught cell would also increase as the potential difference would become greater. So the overall E naught cell, the difference in the electrode potential of the two electrodes, the E naught cell would increase. So the overall E naught cell would be greater.